Hello, I'm back outside again and it's a glorious day here at St Anne's Old Links course, looking magnificent behind me here. We hosted this final qualifying for the Seniors British Open on Monday. I'll tell you more about that. Also, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about controlling the launch angle and the height of shot when you're playing chip shots and pitches around the green. And we're going to give you a nice little alignment tip. You might want to keep watching. Okay, so yet another very successful event here at St Anne's Old Links, the final qualifying for the British Seniors Open. It was hosted at 4 venues: St Anne's Old Links, Fairhaven, S&A over in Southport, and also Hillside. And I've got to say, a fantastic event, great amount of support from the club, members volunteering, caddies, members caddying. 140 golfers played for only 12 spots in the Seniors British Open down at Royal Lytham, and that takes place from tomorrow, Thursday. And sure enough, 12 qualified. 73 was the playoff score. We watched 8 golfers play for 3 spots, and I've got to say, a little tip here: 7 of the chaps teed off in that playoff at 7:30 using irons off the tee on the first, playing for safety. One chap, Dennis, he hit driver off the tee, knocked it just short of the green, 2 putts, made his birdie straight into the Seniors Open, and that is the way to do it. When you've got a sudden death shootout for a playoff, just have a go, in my book. Anyway, so once again, the club performed magnificently. Jane and the team in the office, like a well-oiled machine, made sure the event went very smoothly. Sean and the catering team looked after everyone brilliantly. Obviously, the bar team were very busy again because it was a nice warm afternoon. Johnny and myself, I can't thank Johnny enough for what he does for me, and we spent all day here looking after the golfers. Busy, very busy weekend all the way through to the playoff. But most importantly, for preparing this golf course and the way he has done lately, Greg and his team, because that golf course was phenomenal. More great feedback yet again, despite the challenges Greg's had. There was a bit of moisture that came down, thankfully, on Sunday night, which just helped get into those fairways again. But yeah, lots of great feedback. Well done, Greg, and fantastic. I'm sure the members are very proud of you. We're getting lots of good feedback from players that are recommending their pals to come and play. We've had quite a few friends and relatives of the tour players popping in and playing this golf course last few days, and also over the next few days. It is going to be very busy. If you are interested in booking a tee time here, there's a few times available on Thursday and Friday for the visitors. But it's certainly worth playing whilst you're in town to watch the Seniors British Open. If you do get down to the golf, it's going to be a great opportunity to watch some of the legends of the game up close and personal. There won't be a massive crowd, but they're certainly expecting record crowds for this event. But the seniors, it's more of a chance to get closer to see more golf, a relatable golf as well. Despite some of the guys knocking at 300 still, it is a little bit more relatable golf. Nice family friendly atmosphere. The team at Royal Lytham, the course looks fantastic. Ben and his team in the pro shop are going to be very busy. Pop in and say hello to them. But certainly a great event again to have in the local area. Okay, so I promise you a couple of little pitching tips here, chipping tips, certainly to how to control the ball flight when you're playing shots from around the green. So nice and simple. First of all, we're looking at 3 different ball positions in relation to the stance. Okay, so when I set up for the shot, first couple of housekeeping rules here: grip down the grip, make sure you've got your hands towards the bottom of the grip, gives you more control. Nudge the ball towards the back foot, weight on the front foot, and that, notice here, I've taken loft off the club. That's going to give me a nice low flighted shot. The ball's going to land about 20-30% of the way and then run the rest of the way. Okay, so that's a low flighted ball back, hands forward. Just be careful, the leading edge might dig in here, so good to use a club with a bit of bounce on for this. If you don't know what that means, pop in and have a chat with me or Gary here at the Old Links, or any of the team at the academy. Hands forward, nice and passive, and that's a nice low flighty shot running up nicely to the pin. Next shot I'm going to play, I'm just going to get that ball a little bit higher. I might want it to fly 40-50% of the way. Notice I've moved the ball more towards the middle of my stance, still just keeping the hands forward. Now the ball will just climb up the blade nicely again, running nicely out towards the flag. And then the final one, it's next to the front foot. You can guess where this is going to go. It's going to pop up quite high. In my opinion, I like to keep the hands very passive with this shot. Some golfers like to really release the club, use the bounce a bit more. Hands very passive. Notice how that ball's very forward. Hands are just level with the ball now, and this is going to keep There you go, nice and lofted, popping up nice and quickly. That stopped, probably carried 65-70% of the way and stopped very quickly. So controlling the ball flight, it's all about controlling the loft when you're playing these shots. Further back in your stance, less loft. Further forward in your stance, more loft. Then you're presenting more loft to the ball. I've got a nice simple tip on alignment as well. Let me show you that. Okay, for this tip you're going to need a couple of your clubs out of your bag. First of all, we're going to put the first club down parallel to a line towards a target. So as you can see, I've got that club pretty much parallel to a line from the ball to the target. This is where I'm going to line my body up to, and it's quite important to have this in a certain place. I've got the butt end of that grip level with the ball, and this is for a low flighted shot. The next club I'm going to pop down right behind, as you can see. So this is the line of my intended path, so I'm going to set up in this position, swing straight back and straight through along that line. And then the final club is going to be pretty much where I've got the ball in my stance, and this is again important, controlling ball flight. So the first shot I'm going to play is going to be that low flighty shot again. I like to have my right instep bang on this line that's at right angles to the target, and my ball is lined up nicely onto that right instep. I now know that if my right instep is square to the target, if I now put my blade down to the ball, the blade is square to my right instep, that blade has got to be pointing at the target. It's simple as that. Then from there, left foot slightly withdrawn just to the side of the club, hands forward again, and as I swing the club back, I'm going to take it over the handle of that club on the floor. Sure enough, nice and straight, off she goes towards the hole. And all we do then to control ball flight, we might move the ball a bit further forward in the stance. So again, I've still got my right instep at the butt of the club there, left foot slightly withdrawn. Now I've got the ball more towards the middle of my stance. We know what this is going to do from the last clip. Swinging back over the club behind me, this is going to pop up a bit higher, and as you can see, that ball popped up nice and high, a little bit to the right there. But a nice simple little drill here on how to ensure you get the right line when you're playing these shots, but also making sure you take the club back square away from the target and through towards the target. Well, that's about it from me this week. A nice and simple one. There's not much been happening here at St Anne's Links, obviously members wise, because we've all been involved with the Open qualifying. Back to Saturday this weekend, we've got the captain's qualifier round 6, and then the captain's final will be in mid-August. So good luck to those who haven't qualified for that yet. Nice private jet just taking off there. That could well be one of the players this weekend. We're also hosting the Junior Open on Monday. We're still looking for a couple of volunteers to help with that, with ball spotting. If anyone's available, please let me know, or comment in the office, drop a word into Jane or Lauren, that would be really appreciated. Thank you again for watching my videos. If you do subscribe already, thank you. If you don't, give us a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe and share and comment below as well. Tell me if there's anything you want me to do and look at for your swing, your game as well. One more little pitch, going for the high floaty one this time. Look at that. Oh, we'll take that all day long. Right, I'm going to get cracking on. We've got a busy day coaching and fitting again. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you all very soon.